Hey everybody, it's Frankie back here again on YouTube. Okay fellas, this is the final reveal, video 5 of my second entry for Clint, the Mad Modelers Go Big Go Home group build featuring my Hasegawa 1/32 scale BF2C Helldiver. Okay fellas, this is all done right here. She's all complete and more stuff's onward. I've been toying with an idea lately. It's such a beautiful day today. Yesterday was a gorgeous day as well. It seems like me, old man Winter is kind of blowing out of wind. He's going somewhere else. And it's getting down to have some nice weather. I'm getting the balsa wood flying bugging me right now. It's kind of getting to me, and it's kind of, I've been away from it for a while, but too much card models and too much styrene, so I'm thinking very seriously, folks. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I went down to Lowe's today. I bought me a big old piece of lumber. I got me a probably a 12 inches wide, 1 by 12 by 4 foot long building boards I can build my planes on, so I have a good smooth surface and straight wings and fuselage. You want no crooked wings when you build those things. And I dug out a lot of balsa wood kits I have in my stash. I got they got the Cub Coop, the Mr. Mulligan, they got the airplane, and a bunch goes everything. And so after this final reveal, folks, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my workstation for that purpose of building a balsa. And what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to go ahead and start posting these balsa wood builds. And I'm going to fly these things this year too. I'm gonna, usually a model of this caliber probably builds about a week or 2 weeks, and it'll take long to get them done. And so I'd like to be able to do some balsa wood flying for a while. And perhaps make a video of it too and post it to you great fellas. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this, the final reveal for a BF2C Helldiver. And we're going to go ahead and switch back to me and on the video, and I'll give you a fast peek of the kits I'll be building. And that'll be that. So the next video I'll be doing will probably be update build report on that. Right now guys, the group build, I'm waiting for my Typhoon to come in from Warren, and it hasn't got here yet, and it'll hopefully be here next week. So I'm going to hold off the group build until a Typhoon comes in. Then Warren and I will go ahead and start our buddy 124 scale Hawker Typhoon build, group build, and others can join if you have the same kit. More the merrier. Okay guys, enough chat right here. Let's swing over here and take a look at the mighty BF2C Helldiver. There she is, boys. Okay guys, this is her in her entirety. She's all finished. Rigging's all done. It's one of a kind of airplane, folks. That's one thing with certain. It's something you don't see modeled every day, and I think it deserves to be modeled once in a while. This is the first time I built one of these gems before, and the plastic itself, like I said, the kit itself is ancient. You know, just you're looking at 40 years ago, or probably even a little longer than that. And these kits at one time were the cat's meow and the supremacy of plastic models. That was, they started bringing the 1/32 scale kits, and the fidelity of detail that they incorporated in these things at the time, you know, was top notch for the day. But nowadays, miles better. This aircraft isn't modeled very much. This is the last series of Glenn Curtis's biplane fighters. This is the retractable landing gear type of the Hawk number 1, which was the F-11C Ghost Hawk, and also the P-6E Hawk. So this is the last of the Hawk family, and this aircraft didn't last very long, folks, because it was obsolete before the war started, World War II started. A lot of these aircraft were given to Lend-Lease programs, like for India and also China. They used them to evade off the attacking Claws, the Zeros, and Babs that were over there during the rape of Nanking during the time China was at war with Japan. And a lot of those airplanes, we gave these airplanes to China to go ahead and use them, folks. We don't leave them no more. So we'd rather see them use it to defend their homeland than being a scrapyard or a man-made reef. So anyway, folks, this is a very colorful aircraft here. This airplane depicts from the USS Ranger. and this thing is probably 1933. And during those days, that was the beginning with the retractable landing gear. And the Grumman caught on to the same thing to the F3F series. And the flying beer barrels. I got a flying beer barrel and like an excellent companion next to this Mighty Hawk right here. This is a good plane, folks. I really enjoy this thing. It's one of a kind, and it's not really often modeled very much. And it's very short-lived during the military. These kits are no longer available unless Hasagawa reissues them again or surrenders the molds to somebody else, like Vela Germany or some other company. They'll probably take the molds and rebucks their own using this kit. As you see the dope fabric on the wings and the side of the fuselage rods to the canning of the alloy manicure of the fuselage. And this thing is made entirely out of wood, canvas, and aluminum. It takes 29 cranks to get that landing gear hauled inside the fuselage, and it's got a locking pin inside those landing gear wells, folks. And so you got to be very careful you load landing gear in these airplanes. They get away from you like that because gravity allows it. And that's where you run into trouble. You can snap off your oleos from the tracking linkage. You might as well just stitch. The Army net consists of the bombs on it. I think they're probably 50-pound bombs. And a fuel tank on there, the bottom of the fuselage right there is more or less used for long distance flights. And at the time that this airplane was considered obsolete for its time, it was more or less considered stricken for the Naval Register, and more better aircraft came to view, such as the monoplane. This kit builds very easily and very well, but it's not designed for the novice folks. It's because there's a lot of stuff in it that needs to be done preparatory before the rigging, like open up the holes. I open up the holes in the wings and the side of the fuselage and everything to feed the wires through. And it takes a lot of preparation to get the rigging done. It's got to be done while the struts are drying on top of the wing, and move the top wing, and then you go ahead, it's easier to just go ahead and rig the struts in that way. Then put the top wing on. That's really makes it difficult to put the rigging on. That's why a lot of modelers shy away from building biplanes in general, is because of the rigging. The rigging is very easy if you just take off that top wing. But you got to make sure that your airplane struts, your cabin struts, are completely aligned with the wing. When you take the wing off, then you go do your rigging, and make sure ain't no pressure done on the struts, otherwise to throw out the location holes of your wings, and you're running into trouble, and all the work you've done is lost. Okay, fellas, we're going to swing this camera back to me, and I'll finish up the video. Here I is, folks. Here I is, fellas. Okay, guys. Next video is going to be an update on my balsam kit here, which I'm going to do right here. This is like a very nice airplane. Oh, man. Staff file is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is the Cub Coop, folks. And it's by Dumas. Dumas makes some pretty good balsa kits. They got a lot of lightning holes in the ribs that makes it more lighter, and the tissue of this kit is really it's Japanese tissue. It's all orange, and it makes this airplane real sexy. And this is a beautiful looking plane. And I feel it'll make a pretty good build. I can post on YouTube with you fellas. And I got some more here in my stash here. I've been just pulling them out, folks. Believe it or not, this room here is like a hobby shop in here. I got more here than the hobby shop's got. And here's one by Dumas I had for a long, long time. This is the mail plane right here. And this is the I believe this is the Walnut series. It has 17 or 18-inch wings the most. The Cub Coop is coconut scale, and this makes a good indoor flyer. And it retails at your favorite hobby shop at $27, but I got it for $20. And lastly, folks, we got the famous Mr. Mulligan. This is the DH2 model, and you guys probably no strangers to this either. You've probably seen this in hobby shops, or even have one in your stash. So this makes a good build here, folks. I'm going to do this too. I just want to get some of these balsa kits going, guys, because, you know, I got a lot. It's getting to be nice weather outside. It kind of breaks up for monotony of staying on plastic all the time, and plus card models as well. But it don't actually mean I'm going to stay on them. I'll be reverting back and forth. I'll be building styrene on this too. So styrene will not be missed. That'll be that. Okay, fellas, it's time to get out of here right now. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. May God bless. This includes video number 5 for Clints the Mad Modelers Go Big Go Home group build. My second entry. It's all done and finished, complete. Now it's time to build some balsa wood. So we're going to take a trip down Balsa Wood Lane after probably be by tomorrow sometime. I'll make a video. So right now I got a lot of work. I clean up this this collaborated mess on my table here. I got to clean up. I like to have a good clean area, so I was about ready. That's the best thing about building new models, guys, is clean up your workbench. Then you can start over again. Everything's organized. Because like I say, you get busy. You got stuff strewn all over the place. You know, it's hard to be neat, and it's hard to be organized when you're building a model. And when you're building, we pretty much know where everything's at anyway. So anyway, I'll straighten out this mess and prepare my building board and get my kit out and ready to do some building. Okay, boys, this is Frankie Day signing off. May God bless and make Mama happy. And my Mama's happy. She's home now, and thank God she's okay and fine. And right now I got modeling spirit right now because I was pretty down for a while, guys. Her not being home with me, you know, it hurts me, you know, because she's my mate, you know, and the mother of my children. And let's hope her health, my health, and everybody else's health holds out too as well. Okay, I'm out of here, boys. Catch you guys next video. See you guys.